Have you ever been in a relationship where everything felt amazing at first, but over time things got very confusing and maybe a little crazy? If you said yes, chances are you're in a narcissistic relationship. Here are 5 signs to look out for. The very first early warning sign is love bombing. This is where everything feels like a fairy tale. They'll compliment everything that you do. They'll shower you with affection. They might shower you with gifts, trips, and they really just make you feel super special and super amazing. And let's be realistic, who doesn't want to be love bombed? It feels great. But if this person is really showering you with that attention and affection, and things seem like they're way too good to be true, then it's probably a huge red flag. Which brings us to sign number 2 of a fast-moving relationship. Within the first couple of weeks or months, they might say they love you, they might say you're soulmates or twin flames, you're meant to be together, the universe brought you their way, you move in together really fast. And this is kind of part of love bombing, and they rush that relationship in order to gain your trust so that the devaluation can start. Sign number 2 is the conversations are always about them, their achievements, their problems, their needs. You don't matter. Sign number 4 is gaslighting, and this is where they start twisting reality. They'll deny everything that they said and did, they'll rewrite history, they'll have selective amnesia, and you start to think you're going crazy because they're so confident in their lies. Sign number 5 is you're walking on eggshells. You constantly feel like you're on edge, or you're worried about setting them off about any random thing, because they will literally take any random thing and make it into a problem. Sign number 6 is you lose yourself. You start neglecting your needs, your interests, and you dim your light in order to please them. The thing that makes narcissistic relationships so confusing is that love bombing in those early stages. Everything you want to hear. You think you found your Prince Charming. You think this is it for you. And then it turns out to be the complete opposite. And the main thing to look out for is that cycle of abuse. Love bomb, devalue, discard. Love bombing is done to gain your trust. There's nothing authentic about it. It's just whatever they need to say and do in order to gain that trust. And then there's the devaluation. As soon as they're satisfied they've gained your trust, they start insulting you. They start contradicting everything they said in the love bombing stage. Everything they loved about you in the love bombing stage is now a problem. And then there's the discard where you're no longer useful to them. Maybe they have a new source of supply and they drop you and stop talking to you altogether. It could be forever. It could be for a few weeks, months, days. Could be even 5 minutes. You might get into a huge fight, go to bed angry, and then wake up the next morning as if nothing ever happened. And that cycle just continues over and over and over again. You deserve so much better than a narcissistic relationship. Things are not going to change. That cycle of abuse is all you have to look forward to. And just remember that you're not alone. Narcissists are everywhere, and they don't change their behavior for other people. They just change their target, and they'll put that new person through the exact same cycle of abuse over and over again. If you got out of a narcissistic relationship, you did not lose anything. You lost a parasite who was not serving you. I know it's hard, but focusing on yourself and your healing journey and being aware of the signs is going to help you to prevent this type of relationship moving forward. For resources or support on your healing journey, check out the link in my bio. For one-on-one coaching, group coaching.
Here are 3 signs you are dating a narcissist. And for this, I consulted my therapist because I want to make sure I give you 100% accurate information from a licensed medical professional. Because no, not everyone's a fucking narcissist. Just because a guy didn't like you doesn't make him one. First, a narcissist requires excessive admiration and can come off as quite arrogant. Remember, a narcissist has very low self-esteem. They might look as if they're grandiose, they're putting themselves on the pedestal, but that's actually coming from insecurity. So they want excessive admiration so that they can reaffirm to themselves that they're good enough, even though they don't actually genuinely believe that they are. 2, they do not take accountability. Have you ever noticed when you are in an argument with a narcissist, everything becomes your fault? It's always your fault. So it's your fault that I ran my car into the sign. But why? I wasn't even there. Well, because you caused me a headache and I hit the sign on my way. Or it's your fault that I cheated on you. Yeah, because you didn't do enough for me and you weren't there for me, so I had to go and cheat. They do not take accountability or ownership. This is also why when you go on a first date and you say, so how'd your last relationship end and what did it teach you about yourself? The first thing they're going to say is, all my exes were crazy. Yeah, everybody else but me, because they don't see themselves as the problem. It's everybody else. And 3, they're incredibly charming. You have to remember, to a narcissist, part of the appeal, part of the game is getting you. And because narcissists do not accept boundaries or appreciate boundaries, they will go after people, and that's why they love bomb and they do all this excessive admiration and they love all over you because they are trying to become the center of your universe. So they go after people with low self-esteem who are really desperately craving that love, and they are willing to take it at the drop of a hat after one meet. That's also why those people have a higher propensity of ghosting or bouncing off or moving and losing interest. It's because part of the seduction and part of the game is getting you. Once they have it, they're no longer interested because they were never after you, they were chasing a feeling. That's also why a narcissist can dispose of you as if you were never even part of their life or as if you didn't even matter to them, because at the end of the day, you didn't. Remember, trying to connect with a narcissist is incredibly difficult because they lack true connection. That's why a lot of narcissists don't have a lot of friends. They don't have a lot of long-term friends or colleagues or things like that. And because they cut people out so quickly, that's why they don't form long-lasting connections. At least not ones of depth, because God forbid anybody see them for who they are.
Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to this beautiful channel. So in today's video, we'll be talking about the signs that you're dating a narcissist. Okay, so this is crucial to understand because narcissists can be extremely charming at first, but over time their behavior becomes toxic and harmful. So I had to put the videos together so that you watch and learn. So I'm just here to share my true sense, like what I think about today's video, guys. So if you feel like something off, okay, in your relationship, stick around to see if you recognize any of these red flags. One of the most telling sign of a narcissist is their inability to show empathy. They are not good at putting themselves in other people's shoes or understanding how their actions make them feel. If your partner seems indifferent when you're upset or brushes off your emotions, that's a major red flag. A healthy relationship thrives on companionship and emotional support, but a narcissist simply can't give that. They tend to make everything about themselves and rarely show genuine concern for your feelings. Okay. Another sign is that constant need for validation. Narcissists have an inflated sense of self-importance and crave admiration from everyone around them. If your partner is always fishing for compliments or gets upset when they are not the center of attention, that's a problem. They're constantly seeking out praise and expect you to boost their ego no matter what. Over time, this can be emotionally draining for you because your needs are sidelined while they thrive on admiration. Gaslighting is a classic narcissistic tactic. It's a form of manipulation where they make you doubt your own reality. For example, if you confront them about something hateful they twist the story, make you feel guilty, or deny it ever happened. Over time, this can make you question your own memory and judgment. If your partner often makes you feel like you're overreacting or crazy when you try to address issues, it's a strong indication they're gaslighting you. Narcissists believe that they deserve special treatment and they expect the world to revolve around them. They often feel entitled to whatever they want, whether it's your time, attention, or even material things. In a relationship, this sense of entitlement can manifest as them expecting you to cater to their everything they need without reciprocating. If your partner constantly expects you to prioritize their needs over your own, or they get upset when things don't go their way, this is another red flag. Narcissists thrive on control, and one way they gain is by isolating you from the people who care about you. They may subtly discourage you from spending time with your friends and family, or they may openly criticize the people you're close to, making you feel guilty for maintaining those relationships. Over time, you might find yourself feeling increasingly dependent on them, which is exactly what they want. A healthy partner should encourage your independence, not limit you. The final signal or sign I want to touch on it is that inability of a narcissist to take responsibility. They will never admit when they are wrong, and they always find a way to shift the blame onto you or someone else. If you notice that your partner never apologizes, even if when it's clear they hurt you, it's because narcissists see themselves as flawless. They hate being held accountable, and when they're confronted, they often turn the situation around to make you feel like the bad guy. If you recognize this behavior in your partner, you may be dating a narcissist. Okay, so you need to be very careful. Remember, narcissistic relationship can be very damaging to your self-esteem and mental health. It's important to set boundaries, seek support from those around you, and consider your own well-being. Ultimately, it's crucial to know that you deserve a healthy, supportive, and loving relationship. Yeah, so everyone deserves that. So if you see any signal of these signs, it's a red flag. Run, okay? Run for your life, because these people won't make you feel appreciated. They won't even appreciate you. They'll be hating on you. Even if you look cute, they won't tell you that you're looking beautiful. They'll body shame you. They'll say, no, you're not looking good. Your body now is whatsoever. And they will make sure that they belittle you. Okay, so be very careful. Never allow someone to control your life. Okay, never allow. You are individual, no matter how much people are married, but everyone is on their own. That's one thing you should learn. And also, marriage is a partnership. Okay, so people are married for love, partnership, and all that. Yeah, so all I can say is that I love you guys for watching my videos. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.